I might be one of the last fragrance reviewers on YouTube to take a look at the library of Zoologist. I only have on record one video on my channel on the brand, now counting two. So let's see what I think about Panda coming up next. Fragrance family, welcome to Taking a Test Drive. This is where a test drive is sent prior to purchasing or forgetting about the fragrance. I wear them from 1 to 2 wearings depending on the sample. This one was actually a hefty one. And I'm gonna let you know my thoughts, good or bad. As today's title suggests, I'm taking a test drive from the brand of Zoologist. You haven't heard me talk about this brand too much on my channel. I'm probably one of the reviewers that really hasn't talking about this brand too much. This is Panda from Zoologist. So let's take a look under the hood. Let's take a look at some stats prior to me delving into my few days with this fragrance. So the release date was 2014 on this one. It was re-released in 2017, reformulated. Concentration is eau de parfum. Now the nose behind this one is Christian Carbonel. The major notes to my nose while wearing this particular fragrance was musk, tea, and osmanthus. So let's test drive this sucker. Let's go. So let's get into my wearings with Panda. I actually still have a little bit of fragrance left, so I'm going to spray the back of my hand. It is my scent of the day today, actually, so I have to dry down over here on my arms and my neck also. So like I said, I'm a rookie with the brand of Zoologist, and to be quite honest, starting off with Panda, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, where did this come from? This is very watery, very green. We got some yellow florals here, very unique as a composition and very well composed. I am very much aghast on the quality that I'm getting. Again, I'm fairly new to this brand. I know that a lot of reviewers, pump this brand. But again, this is a brand from my own backyard. It's based in Canada. I'm really impressed with the composition. I was kind of wowed at this opening. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, not in, of course, note breakdown, but it felt composed like a pear and olive from Slumber House. Slumber House is known for their darker scents, and I believe Zoologist is the same. Again, I'm fairly much a rookie with this brand, but they came out with pear and olive Slumber House, and I was just like, wow, a freshie that's very unique in the game. No one can replicate it or have not replicated it, and it's very well one of those fragrances that's very artistic but very wearable at the same time for me. And this is where this came from. It was very artistic, but at the same time very wearable for me. It's highly indie, and unique is definitely the word that pops up when smelling this fragrance. The first thing that hits me is its complexity, yet its softness, and its thin quality. You get hit with a subtle fruity nuances, high octane green nuances, so you're gonna get some greenness, grassiness, some leafiness, and believe it or not, I'm getting some bamboo accord. It's a very thin veil, but it's very unique in the fragrance game. I've never smelled something quite like this, and it smells like bamboo to me. And there's some waxy yellow floral quality that does help that whole imagery. And there's also some white florals in this fragrance. The osmanthus makes its mark for me in my nose. I'm giving this scent almost like a green tea-like scent, apricot-like nuances. So that's where I'm getting the fruitiness out of this fragrance. And absolutely great use of the note. Kudos to the nose behind this one. Great use of that note. There's some earthy tones, but they're very mild to me. And when a fragrance reviewer says earthy, I'm thinking, okay, dark, dank. No, they're very mild, but they still have those earthy tones. It's trying to show me a truly watery, dewy, green vibe, and it does that so well. It does it so well. Very light and very well done. Again, very surprised. I'm kind of sad, and probably Victor Wong is probably telling me, okay, well, get a bottle then, because I'm really liking this fragrance for spring. So within the dry down of this scent, let's go back to it. The greens continue to push in this fragrance. You start getting some darker tones in this one. I was getting some ambery tones here. The earthy qualities come up a little bit more. You feel more of their presence here. The theme here stays the same, and I appreciate that. This scent immediately makes me think of really a calming scent for me. There's a few scents out there that I wear that really help me focus. Sometimes I like when I'm studying or doing some work, and there's some scents that really just take your mind off of what you're doing. And then there's some scents that help you concentrate on what you're doing. Like Gucci Put On 2, that tea-like, that cinnamon, that lightness to that fragrance calms me down and helps me focus. I'm not focused on the scent. It just helps me focus for some, there's some fragrances like Black Afgano that's going to distract me a little bit. This one has that calming effect to the fragrance, and I would wear this to concentrate. I really like these type of fragrances, and I know some non-fragrance heads are going to be like, what is he talking about? But fragrance heads know what I'm talking about. There's a musky backbone in this fragrance that gives this scent some longevity and added touch of depth to the fragrance. Overall, very impressed with this little sample. I'm like, wow. And I know I got a couple other Zoologist samples kicking around somewhere in my house, so I got to find those. But Panda, I had fun with this one. That was a good one. Now on to the Revolver, where I let you guys know season, day, night, versatility, performance. Let's get into it. Seasons. This thing screams spring to me. I wore it in the right season. Rainy spring days, she works. Rainy spring nights, it works. Even a nice spring day that, the sun's out, birds are chirping, this still works. Or even a dark overcast night. It just feels like spring all the time. Versatility is fairly high with that one in that weather. Seasons, it just screams out spring to me. Day or night, daily wear for me, I feel like it's more based for daily wear, but like I said, in the spring, you can wear it almost any time. Versatility of this fragrance, looking at all seasons, I would have to say mid-tier. I don't think it's low. I don't think this is like an exotic scent. It is very unique, and like it's not as daring as Pear and Olive. Pear and Olive has like an oily feel to the fragrance. Very interesting scent. That one is a little more daring, but yet still safe. This is in that realm. Has some artistic, yet still safe. Very interesting. Performance, very important on these type of fragrances. The longevity was surprising to me. I felt like this one was gonna go only 4 to 6. It gave me 6 to 8 hours. I didn't think, I wasn't betting on that horse. I wasn't saying, oh, this is going to be a very good performer, that it would last my whole workday, but it did. 6 to 8 hours. The projection, not beast. It's fairly average for a scent. I didn't feel like this one was jumping too much off my skin. So my final thoughts on Panda. Zoologist is a brand I need to get my nose on a little bit more. This is kind of like my little wake-up call. Like, ooh. I've only tried out 2 of their fragrances, and it's a brand that I'm very interested in. Their bottles look great. The theme, or the artistic theme of the scents, putting, names like bat and stuff like that, it's very interesting to me. So I don't know why my interest isn't there. It's a Canadian brand too, so I should be, pumping them too. Again, I won't be pumping something that I don't like. Pause. But anyway, I know I got a sample pack of this years ago, and I gotta go take a look through my hundreds of samples and try to find more of these. This is one I felt like it's Slumber House's Pear and Olive. I think this is Zoologist's Pear and Olive. I really think where it's unique, it's fresh, it draws me in, it's highly wearable, and at the same time, it really draws other people in around me. It's not as weird as some fragrances from the house of Slumber House, or I'm thinking Zoologist would be. The use of florals may scare some men, honestly. I feel like a nose like my own, and if you got a nose like me that's not really scared of florals, especially in the note breakdown, you're gonna appreciate the art form of perfumery in this one. It gave me that like kind of like, damn, well done. Very unique fragrance. So if I had to give this one a score today, right now, off the sample, out of 10 bottles, what would I give it? From the House of Zoologist, Panda is going to get 8 bottles out of 10 out of this nose. So that's my take on Panda. I'd love to hear your take on this one in the comments below. If you have sniffed this fragrance, if you have enjoyed this content, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And what are you waiting for? Hit that bell. Are you part of my notification gang yet? If you haven't check me out, I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can just type in my YouTube handle, Robes08. You'll find me. Also have a Facebook group called Fragrance Guru Nation, where there's 15,000, we're almost at 500 now, other send heads discussing fragrances. So join us today. Some of those links are down below, but I'm easy to find. You just go Robes08 or Fragrance Guru Nation and you'll find us. Now I'm gonna leave you with a few takes from my social media. I did ask on all my social media what people thought about this fragrance, Panda, right here. Thank you so much to people that did reply to me, and I'm gonna put you guys in the back end of this video so you guys that are watching this can have a little more takes on this one. The more the merrier. You know, when I'm watching YouTube videos, I look at the comments too. So some more comments in the back end of this video does not hurt. And as always, a greater pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.